Kindergartners, we are working with 8 today now. You need pencil eraser, you need your book, and you need your counters. Kindergartners, lesson 3.5, model and count 8. So, look at our question. How can you show and count 8 objects? This is no problem for you guys. We want to model 7 objects, so that means we actually put 7 of them out. Go ahead and put out 7 counters, and of course we're going to do it like in a 10 frame. So we do 5 first, and then 6, 7. Now, show one more. How many are there? Well, you know 8, but of course the big question is, how do you know it's 8? And you could answer that by saying something like, well, I know 7, and then one more is 8 because 8 comes after 7. Now, the last thing to do on this page is to draw the object. So go ahead and get your pencil and actually trace these counters and then color them in red to match the counters that we used. You can pause the video if you need to do that, and then we'll go on to the next page. Here you can see the 8. Go ahead and put the counters out and do it like they show you. You guys have worked with 10 frames before, but one of the handy things about this little row of 5 and then the extra 3 in yellow is that it also helps you think about things in terms of 5 and how many more. So 8 is 5 and 3 more. Now, boys and girls, remember here with making an 8, the way they've shown you makes it look like maybe you're just putting 2 circles. Remember, with an 8, you want to make an S and go back home. All right, so down here, 8 is 5, and how many more is that? Go ahead and write that number right there. Now, here, you're just going to take these counters and slide them right down. You don't need to draw them in this time, but go ahead and write that down. I'm sorry, put them here. If you have someone you can go tell this to, that's awesome. But if everybody else in your house is busy right now or sleeping, you don't need to go wake them up. But say it out loud with me. 8 is 5 and 3 more. Next page. Now, we've done stuff like this before. All right, let's go ahead and get our counters back in here. And now we're going to start with them all red, because this is a whole 10 frame here. First of all, remember, with making an 8, you want to make an S and go back home. Then we're going to, just like we've done before, write how many red, how many yellow. Right now, we have that many red, and how many yellow do we have? You know a number that you can write for that many yellow. Now, again, you can just flip random ones if you want to, but we talked before about how if you flip starting at the end, then you get kind of a pattern going that makes it easier to remember what you've done. So here, with this one flipped, you can count how many red, 5, 6, 7, and how many yellow. Then you can flip another one and count how many red and how many yellow. Write that down and flip another one and count how many red and how many yellow. Pause the video if you need to finish this page, and then we'll go to the next page. Right here in number 1, you probably guessed this. You are going to look for the set of balls that has 8 items. Now, I'm going to give you a clue. There are 3 sets of balls that have 8 items. So be sure you find all 3. If the blue balls, if there are 8 blue balls, circle it. If there are 8 yellow balls, circle it. If there are 8 reddish pink balls, circle that. And if there are 8 orange balls, circle that. Then down here, draw to show what you know about the number 8. Now, of course, you guys could just draw 8 things. But 8 is a number that you can set up different ways. We have already in the book done 8 where we have a row of 5 and 3 more, right? Another really common way to do 8 is to match up pairs. So say you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counters. You could put together pairs of 8 counters. So you guys can choose how you want to model items and what items you want to model to show the number 8. It can be counters, could be cubes, but you know, I drew flowers before, stars, race cars, whatever you want to drive, whatever you want to draw. Okay, guys, I hope you drew your pictures instead of driving your pictures. Pictures don't drive very well, do they? You are done now with math for this whole week. We'll have more math again on Monday.